Mr. Chancellor, I present to you Charles Mulli, a symbol of hope for marginalized communities and impoverished and orphaned children, having overcome a difficult childhood himself. Born in Kangundo, Kenya in 1949, Charles Mulli was abandoned by his family at 6 years old and spent his adolescence begging on the streets. With only an 8th grade education, Charles Mulli toiled as a child laborer at a coffee bean plantation. He eventually secured a job working for a large company in Nairobi, which he parlayed into his own taxi business. Beginning with one taxi, Mr. Mulli expanded his company to a fleet of taxis, then a bus company, and a transport company, eventually culminating in an insurance company. While on business in Nairobi in 1986, Charles Mulli experienced a life-changing incident. Approached by a group of street children while exiting his car, he refused to give them any money. This refusal stemmed from his belief that doing so would encourage the purchase of illegal substances. Returning a few hours later, Mr. Mulli realized that his car had been stolen. It was not the material loss that stuck with Charles Mulli, but rather the desperation of the children, a situation he could well understand. The memory of those street children remained with Mr. Mulli for the next 3 years, until he decided to sell his lucrative business in order to take care of those lost souls. Charles Mulli et sa femme Esther ont alors fondé en 1989 Mulli Children's Family, MCF, dont le nom provient du nom de la famille. Il s'agit d'un organisme de bienfaisance qui supervise diverses interventions, allant de la protection des enfants à l'éducation et aux soins de la santé et de la sécurité alimentaire et l'agriculture, à la responsabilisation sociale et économique. Par ailleurs, les pépinières de MCF transplantent plus d'1 million d'arbres chaque année, atténuant les effets du réchauffement climatique par la réapparition d'un microclimat. Cette initiative a permis à MCF de stocker des millions de litres d'eau, rendant possible la culture de terres arides. At its inception, the Mulli family home became a refuge for nearly 100 orphans of various different tribes. Today, the organization cares for 3,500 children in 7 facilities within Kenya, while simultaneously building the capacity of various projects across Africa to emulate the Mulli model. Using Charles Mulli's life story of sacrifice and giving, director Scott Hayes released a documentary entitled Mulli, winning several international awards and providing a different perspective to millions globally. Charles Mulli has won numerous awards for his philanthropic efforts, for his exemplary work in humanitarian and Christian service to the less fortunate. Mr. Mulli was awarded the Robert W. Pierce Award in 1999 by World Vision International. The Canadian branch of World Vision awarded Charles and his wife Esther the Angel of Hope Award in 2002. The Kenyan Minister for Finance awarded Mr. Mulli the Jubilee Insurance Company Samaritans Award in 2007. And in 2009, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Kenya awarded Charles Mulli the Head of State's Commendation. Mr. Chancellor, I present to you Charles Mulli so that you may confer upon him the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
Now it gives me great pleasure to invite McGill's most recent graduate to address convocations, Dr. Mulli.
Good afternoon. Chancellor Megan, Principal and Vice Chancellor Fortier, Mr. Panda, Chair of the Board of Governors, proud families, and guests, and most of all, members of the graduating class of 2019. I may not fully express to you how I am gratefully humbled to join the McGill University fraternity today here in Montreal, Canada, to receive this prestigious degree of a Doctor of Science honoris causa. I am deeply moved by this recognition and sincerely thank the University Senate for the nomination and subsequent award. Allow me to dedicate this special moment of my life to God, who is the author and the foundation of MCF, Mulli Children's Family. My beloved wife, Esther, who is here with me, who has stood by me over the years. My biological family who believed in me. The 3,500 children under my care today, and over 15,000 children and youth who have successfully been rehabilitated. Through Mulli Children's Family, their hopes and dreams restored and their lives transformed to become resourceful citizens and servants, not only in Kenya, Africa, but in different continents across the world. I have committed my life to see destitute children and marginalized populations lead dignified livelihood through rescue and rehabilitation, provision of food, water, as well as the most fundamental need of education for every destitute child, regardless of where they come from. Joining the roll of honor of this celebrated university here in Canada and the world that is accredited for producing dynamic leaders in diverse fields is indeed a higher calling to me. As a steward, this recognition inspires scaling up innovativeness in our humanitarian programs to realize the vision of seeing the children and the marginalized population in our society lead dignified livelihoods. To all graduates assembled here today, during this spring convocation 2019, please receive my warm congratulations for your achievement. This day marks a moment of completion and a celebration of an important academic stage in your lifetime. As a parent, or as parents and the guardians of thousands of children and youth, I know this is a special day as we do not only celebrate your academic achievement, but also celebrate your parents and the proud families, the entire McGill University community, as well as your guardians who have given you a conducive social environment to thrive and receive the best education. The stage you are leaping over today has provided you with knowledge and the skills, enhancing your abilities, gifts, and the capacity to pursue your careers. The competitive and dynamic world needs more than knowledge and the skills. It also needs innovative minds and the wisdom to be able to navigate through attendant challenges and the risk in all occupations. Surround yourself with the right people as you desist or distractions from your career path. Be humble and seek mentors to support your career progression. As a citizen of the world, may I also remind you to be dependable stewards of the skills and the knowledge you have acquired, and that whatever you choose to do with them, let it be in service to the world, to promote equity, peace, and health environment for the survival of human race. I have no doubt that the graduating class of 2019 gives Canada and the world a blessed generation, a generation of professionals ready to positively impact the lives of people and communities they will work with or even serve. I wish you all the most success beyond your imagination as you pursue diverse career paths. As citizens of the world, our responsibility to the environment must be taken up with urgency by investing in climate change, which I believe so much, and it's the place where we live in Kenya. The Climate Change Mitigation and Adaptation Initiative to safeguard future generations. Having planted over 5.8 million trees within Mulli children family and constructed dams for conserving water, as well as successfully farmed in semi-arid lands, this is proof that we can secure enough food production by mastering our environment. Famine and starvation infringe on human rights. A starving person metamorphoses to a beggar who has no say to what they are given. This, in turn, leads to infringement of their fundamental rights. Therefore, we should seek to have partnership and a collaboration to infer technology that seeks to improve both the production and the distribution of food to famine-prone areas in our nations. My appeal to you today and to all people of the world in different professions and ventures is to value being important in the life of another. There is value in supporting each other, including the needy in society, because it is inspiring. It is service to God, and it advances unconditional love and a peaceful coexistence. You cannot get gold out of nowhere. And this is my saying, you must dig and work for it through a vigorous process. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.